It's the Hip Hop School.
It's that time.
Past and present podcast.
It's that time.
All regions stand up.
On your feet.
North, South,
Everywhere.
East,
Where you at?
and West, Midwest.
You
Where you
know
at?
the rules.
Act a fool. You gotta be tight with your tool when you go to the Hip Hop School. Be grown in the grind called Prima Fur and Deja Rule, child. Get out your feelings, you get booed at the Hip Hop School. You know the rules. Act a fool. You gotta be tight with your tool when you go to the Hip Hop School. Near can't be mad cause you got swag and easy cool. Bitch, your motherfucking problem, knowledge rule at the Hip Hop School. You know the rules. Act a fool. You gotta be tight with your tool when you go to the Hip Hop School. Can't look like that, I'm into son, got artifacts. The truth is cruel, but that's just fuel at the Hip Hop School. Past and present.
What's up, what's up, what's up? Welcome to another episode of the Hip Hop School Past and Present Podcast. I am the Asia, the assistant principal. Down below you have Supreme Rob, the principal. And next to me you have Heezy, the dean of all things hip hop. How y'all doing tonight, fellas?
All good. All good. All good. Everything good with y'all?
Yeah. I'm in the cut, man.
Yeah, it's going pretty good. I cannot complain. Just trying to stay cool out here in this Texas heat.
I heard it's hot than a motherfucker down there.
Very, very, very hot. Y'all know how we do each and every week. We start off the show with a hip hop trivia question. This week's hip hop trivia question is brought to you by our sponsors: Art by Chunk G, the Uhuru Academy, Supreme's Pull Up, Lit and Need to Travel, in the Deaths of the Asia. This week's hip hop trivia question is: Ice-T recently revealed his favorite MC of all time. Who is that MC? Again, Ice-T recently revealed his favorite MC of all time. Who is that MC? Y'all try to answer that question down below in the comments. At the end, we will reveal the answer to that question. For sure. That being said, class is in session. Tonight is going to be a really, really good show. We're going to be talking about how rats are be getting a pass, and if snitching is the new clout chase. Also, we'll be discussing some of the trending topics, and we will also get into our school post and our recess session. So we're going to start this thing off with some of the trending topics. Most recently, it has been reported that Jamie Foxx was seen out on a boat. He was out on a boat, and a lot of people are questioning whether or not it's really him. Some people are saying he was cloned. It was another instance where people were reporting that he helped a pedestrian or something with something. And I think it was another report about him being at a bowling alley. And a lot of people are glad that Jamie Foxx is doing okay. You know, those who believe it's actually him, they are a lot of those people are glad that he's doing okay. But then there's a lot of people that's upset and feel like, you know, he owed the people enough respect to come out and, you know, give a statement, not necessarily disclose what happened, but at least just give a formal statement and say, hey guys, I'm good. Thank you for your prayers, and keep it moving.
Right.
What y'all think about that?
Oh man, shit crazy, man. Because you know, I talked about this shit a couple times on Homeroom, and this whole little saga been going on for a few months now. You know what I'm saying? The whole shit just suspect to me. You know what I'm saying? First of all, I don't believe in that cloning shit. So, me personally, I'm gonna throw that shit out the window. I don't think motherfucker done clone Jamie Foxx and then brought a new Jamie Foxx out here. I don't think that's the case, but the whole shit suspect. I don't necessarily think those little shots that could have been a few months ago. You know what I'm saying? That could have been some other time. I just don't, you know what I'm saying? It seemed like he came out with that little statement about I ain't cloned, but they cloned Tyrone or some shit. So it got me thinking, like, was the whole shit, you know what I'm saying, some bullshit? Was the whole shit some bullshit from the start? You know what I'm saying?
Like to promote a movie.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it's like the whole shit just suspect. Like you said, he could just come out and just kill everything. Just little 5-minute video. Hey, thank y'all for all your prayers. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming back. I'll be back soon, or whatever the case is. But since he ain't said nothing, his family ain't said nothing since back then, the whole shit suspect. So I get all the conspiracy theories. I don't necessarily believe in all of them, but I get it though, because the whole shit suspect. What you got, Frank?
Yeah, I actually don't get none of that shit. I think the clone is absolutely idiotic and stupid. I think that he had a serious medical something happened that was really bad, and he ain't got to talk about it if he don't fucking want to. I think the public has become entitled, spoiled, and just used to being in everybody motherfucking business. And when you ain't in their business, it got to be some type of scheme or something to promote a movie. I don't think Jamie Foxx was stooped that low to disrespect people who actually have some type of medical problem to promote a fucking movie. He don't even have to do that. I think, man, hey, you know, if you have something that's serious, you need time to rest, especially away from social media. You got to get yourself back right, especially if you're the breadwinner of the family. And it is what it is, man. He'll be back when he's ready to. And he ain't on no timetable. We become accustomed to being in motherfucking business, man. Shout out to Jamie, man. Take your time.
Well, this is how I think about the situation, right? Yes, in a sense, people don't need to be too deep into his business. But when the family started coming out asking for prayers and put the public into the business, we didn't even have to know of this medical scare. We didn't have to be asked to send prayers up to the main line and disturb the good Lord with this. These people came to the internet and asked for prayers, and then they also wanted to be discreet on what we're praying for. You know, I like to be direct when I'm giving my prayer. I need to know that I'm using my prayer for something that is significant, because now I'm backing up the main line for somebody else to get in. But my thing is this, right? You can't ask people for their prayers and then also ask for privacy. It just doesn't work like that. But my thing is, you can't get mad at people for being curious to know what happened, and especially. Well, I'm just saying, you can't get mad at people for being curious to know if they are people who actually, we love Jamie, you know, so we have to respect the fact that it isn't our business to know exactly what happened. I get that. But also you have these little breadcrumbs being dropped around, and stuff just seem a little iffy. It's just, even with, okay, we have this cloning conspiracy going on, which is absolutely ridiculous, right? However, on his check page, his verified page, it's posted about, well, they didn't clone me, but they cloned Tyrone. Whoever his handlers are, whether he is okay or not okay, or whatever the case may be, whether we believe those are old pictures of Jamie or whatever the case may be, that's neither here nor there. His page is being used to string us along either way. So at some point, quit playing with our emotions. Twitter too. I think that's what the people are like. Just let us know you okay or you not okay.
The people shouldn't be that emotionally invested in it.
But see, this the thing though.
I mean, you can't. It's too late to say that now. Right. If we weren't emotionally invested in it, then you don't want us to be emotionally invested in out of the concern if you okay, but you want us to be emotionally invested enough.
No, this is what I want you to do. Jamie, hey, I'm Jamie Foxx publicist. I'm Jamie Foxx aunt, sister. He had a real bad medical scare. He's in bad shape, but he's getting better. We need you to pray for him. End the motherfucking discussion.
That's fine, but the same way you ask for the prayer, let us know that the person is okay or not. That's like,
he just waited. Okay.
What I'm saying is, he just waited, but all at the same time, he can't at least give a statement. And not to say not to say everything and all the detail. He could at least get the statement. Like, I can't stand when people post.
He taking steps.
Let me finish. I can't stand when people post and they be like, this kid missing, that kid missing. Then they don't tell you, and y'all pray and y'all disturbing everybody. And then y'all don't come back and tell us an update. Did y'all find the damn kid? You know what I'm saying? That's all we ask. Just, are you all right?
His daughter updated and said he's playing a game, right? People they ain't accept that. They're not fucking satisfied. We want motherfucking more info.
That's true.
Bitch, we playing the game. Okay, he's moving. That is, take that and use some some discretionary motherfucking intelligence and be like, okay, he's alive, he's playing games. Oh, the nigga's on the boat chilling, waving. Oh, he don't look right. Who the fuck look right after a stroke?
Yeah, people don't look right.
He looked right to me.
But you got to take
like,
this into
Nah,
consideration
that nigga
too,
look,
Supreme.
that nigga look crazy,
Consideration too, Supreme. It's one thing for his daughter to come out and give updates when he could not give updates for himself because of his medical condition. It's another one where they come out and they say that he's doing a lot better. We seeing images of him on boats. He playing pickleball. He posting video of movies and stuff that's coming up and all this or what have you, because now it looks as though from the outside looking in, he is in a condition where he can actually speak for himself and just say, hey, I'm okay. Instead of posting a goddamn movie, you could have just simply said, I'm good, I'm bad.
Jamie Foxx is a comedian. It was supposed to be funny.
Every joke ain't funny.
Nah, he let you know, hey, I'm in good spirits, y'all. I ain't clone, but go check out my movie.
It don't work like that. Jamie
Foxx.
It
worked.
Okay.
But no,
he's gonna be real sick when he lose his fan base for playing with people's emotions like that.
What have I taught you, my child?
I don't remember. I forget more than I remember, so I don't know.
Everything, exactly. Everything will be forgotten. All transgressions will be forgotten.
Hey, but to your point though, you know what I'm saying? To your point, Prim, like you right. Like motherfuckers got they privacy, you know what I'm saying, and shit like that. But that was more so the case like 30 years ago. Like this social media era and TMZ everywhere, especially on these celebrities and paparazzi and shit like that. Like as soon as he went in the hospital, TMZ and everybody else was reporting it. Ain't nobody reporting when he came out of the hospital.
Maybe he'd be the one to change the narrative. Maybe this is a new era. Stay out of people's motherfucking business.
No, shit just suspect to me. That's all.
Me personally, I don't care either way. I don't care to know. I didn't care to know if me personally, I feel like we didn't have to know that the man was in the hospital or out of the hospital. But once you put the public in it, you cannot tell the public they need to mind their business. That's my thing.
I have a question. What's suspect? For it to be suspect, that means you are suspicious of what?
Shit, me personally, my things, them pictures, them little videos, that could have been took at some other time. I don't think that was necessarily him. You know what I'm saying? Wow. I ain't gonna say that wasn't him. I don't think that was him after this whole thing. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's him, but I think I'm gonna tell you what I think it is. I think
it was some previous shit. Because he came out and said, because he haven't come out himself and said anything himself. That's why.
But why though? Why he lied?
And you said why he? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? That's some shit I can't answer. But
so you skip over. You skip over logic and say where he's lying.
Okay, well, Supreme, guess what? I'm finna nail you on the cross with this one.
Hey, I'll be Christ.
We had Tupac, what is it, God Brother on the show, our past show. We had Tupac God Brother on the show, and we asked him. This was what, last week or the week before? We asked him, what is the status of Matulu? He said Matulu is good. The way the media tried to make it seem it wasn't that, he all good. That is one of his handlers. That is one of his people trying to, keep people out the business or whatever. Next thing you know, 2 weeks later, Tulu under the ground.
I heard I heard a wise person say, we never know the time, the day, or the hour when the good Lord come to see you. You could be looking healthy.
That's not the
everything.
Point. That's not the point.
That is the point.
The point is people could come out and the handlers could come out and say certain things and put things out there to give you an impression of everything is okay, and it's really not. So that's neither here nor there.
The handlers didn't come out. He took a picture, waved, and tweeted.
But okay.
But Tulu ain't said nothing.
Okay.
He was out here. He was doing interviews. He was out here for.
But I'm just saying, after our interview, he didn't. Y'all know what the hell going on. My job is done here.
I just want to see how this shit play out, man.
Yeah,
like
I
said,
see.
Y'all relax, man. Have patience, man.
I guess now because it's just too much back and forth or whatever, and it's just too much mystique for no reason. I'm not interested in what Jamie Foxx got going on. I wish him well, but
hey, and still don't nobody know what the fuck happened to him.
yeah, and I don't really care what
Yeah,
happened. I honestly don't care what happened. I just want to know that he's okay.
Yeah.
I don't care what happened.
I call Cap.
I don't care what happened for what. You know, I got shit going on in my real life, and you know what I'm saying? People just dying that ain't never died before. Why would I be worrying about what Jamie Foxx got going on? You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever. Anyway.
That's the AI Jamie.
So Finesse 2 times, he back in the news again. What's the deal with Finesse 2 times?
What do you do this time?
Is Finesse 2 times and Greedo?
Well, yeah, man. The dude, European man, Jake 910. I don't even know. I've never heard 1 second of this man speak. I don't think. Anyway,
1090 Jake. But yeah, go ahead.
He's supposed to have paperwork on Finesse 2 times snitching when he was a fucking child.
Yeah. Yeah, some kid shit. So
some shit I don't even give a fuck about.
Well, you know they did that other dude that had that song about. It was a song. He had a fire song.
Yeah.
I forgot the name of the song. It was a young cat, and he had took the stand when he was younger because his mama told him to do so.
Boston
and
Richie.
He got canceled.
Shit, not really. He's still out here. He doing his thing.
I don't even know the man name of the song he did no more.
You talking about Boston Richie, right?
No.
Oh,
no,
this cat was from Philly. That's how Charleston and Gilly got into it.
I thought he was talking about the real Boston Richie. Okay, that's somebody else then.
Yeah, I gotta remember his name, but he had a fire little song that had came. I think it was about Porsche. So I don't know. Was it the I just want to roll and that was that? I don't know which whatever.
Anyway, I can't think of it.
I can't even remember. I don't remember that.
Anyway, what y'all think about Ja Rule interview on Mav Hoffa?
I think it was a pretty good interview myself. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no Ja Rule hater. I ain't necessarily like his music. I liked some of the little radio shit, but it was an interesting interview. You know what I'm saying? You could tell he was passionate about the 50 Cent shit. You know what I'm saying? He gave everybody, you know what I'm saying, the story and how it played out over the years, and either you believe him or you don't. As far as about the fight, and as far as about, you know, is 50 jealous, and is he do we step on everybody to prop himself up? You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much was the gist of his whole interview. You know what I'm saying? Or the parts that I done seen. You know what I mean? So it was a cool interview to me. I liked it. It was kind of entertaining. What you think,
Supreme?
I think he trying to trick us into like we don't like niggas trying to rewrite history. You the same
rewrite history now.
He's definitely trying to rewrite history on how people should feel about him and how he portraying himself as a third role, this and that, and nobody ever portrayed you as that. Ja Rule. That's why 50 was like, don't nobody ever play you in the hood. Niggas were like, yeah, we really don't. And it's the same goddamn way. I don't believe this nigga now. Shout out to 50. Somebody asked a good question. When people interview 50, they ask him about 50. When people interview Ja Rule, they ask him about 50. You see the difference? When they interview 50, they don't talk about fucking Ja Rule because don't nobody fucking care, man. And so, you know, if you like Ja Rule music, that's cool. He had some hits. He did his thing. I never was a fan before the 50 beef. Wasn't a fan during it. I'm not a fan now. I thought the interview was corny. Even Mav Hoffa was trying to toss him some, like, you know, when a motherfucker said some bullshit and a nigga like, man, look, you ain't got to say that. You ain't got to go this way with it. You know what I'm saying? Tossing him to the line, he wouldn't even take it. Yeah, man, he tried to help frame him a little better so he wasn't like a fucking loser. And him, I mean, look, him, Irv Gotti, the whole, man, Cadillac Ty, all goofy ass niggas, bro. Goofy niggas flock to each other, man.
What you think
and
about?
yeah, it was entertaining.
What you think about the whole little street aspect, like before the rap shit? You know what I'm saying? When he was talking about that with Supreme and the two separate crews, and you think he was lying about that shit, or you know what I'm saying?
Well, you saying like 50 was kind of disgruntled because he didn't fuck with it?
Right.
Yeah, I think he's a fucking liar.
Queens get the money.
Yeah,
y'all.
I rode the trip, man.
He's still out here though, but hey.
He's still out here, man. He'll still be out here, man. He sold a lot of records. He sold a lot of records, man. A lot of hits.
His lane. Yeah,
he had his lane, and but I'm just a different. I like aggressive hip hop more than I like that type of hip hop. And
well,
I like
come out aggressive.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. He came out like that, which I ain't like.
Well, that shit was just whack to me. Maybe it's just whack.
It was to me. It was.
Yeah, I like his analogy where he made when he said that basically 50 Cent was like someone that was telling you that ice cream is bad for you, then start selling your ice cream.
Right.
I like that analogy.
Hell of a hustle. That's a great move.
My thing, and I did get some insight. There was a part when he was talking about how when Murder Inc., when they was going through that legal situation, and how that was right in the middle of the beef with 50, and he didn't respond. He was saying that he didn't respond because of the legal case. I could kind of understand it, but all at the same time, I think that he was doing a little bit too much whining and crying in the interview for me about 50, because if you really that nigga, then just go ahead and put some music out there. He could have continued to put music out there or do his thing. Like, you don't have to keep on feeling as though you need to rewrite history in order for us to view you a different way when you're not even doing anything for us to support anyway. You ain't even got nothing going on for us to jump on. So I don't even think the interview was necessary at this point, because what are you getting out of the interview when you ain't got nothing to promote after you get done during the interview? Now, if you would have did the interview and you had something going on, you fucked over the people in the fire concert. You know what I'm saying? What that fire, what was it? That fire, whatever the case.
I forgot what
over the people in. So my thing is this. I think Ja Rule, he should have positioned this interview a little bit better. He should have, if he was gonna do that much complaining about a 20-year-old beef and deep diving into it, I think after he shined the light on certain things to try to make himself look a different type of way, he should have followed up with something to promote. Otherwise, you just look like a bitch ass nigga.
Facts.
It was entertaining. Entertaining.
Yeah, we all just entertainers. And somebody else who I guess just doing stuff for entertainment at this point is Future Child. So Future done hopped on the song. I think he did a song with Quavo.
Right.
And in his verse, he said, F Russell Wilson. What's up with Future?
Hey,
and his issue with Russell Wilson? I really don't get why there is so much friction with this situation.
Listen, I thought he was done with the shit because he ain't said nothing about, you know what I'm saying? He ain't said nothing about either one of them in a while, but here you go. You know what I'm saying? So I guess the nigga feeling some kind of way about maybe he's still hurt.
I think it's just a clout chase. I don't think he give a damn. I think it's just something to go viral.
I think it's two possible answers to this. One, he could be recycling some old shit. That could be an old verse. You know what I'm saying? You know, niggas don't really take their time to write no shit. It's like it's an old verse. Or the nigga just
Jamie Foxx pictures couldn't have been old. Go ahead, Supreme. Anyway,
you know, the nigga was waving. How can he be an old wave?
Go on, Supreme. That sounds like that sounds stupid.
No, I mean, was it a video or a picture?
It's a video.
So it was a video.
You ain't got no old videos in your phone? I got old videos in my phone.
Yeah, but not to where I look that drastically different.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
He was in the
Or
middle of the ocean, and we didn't see his face like that. But anyway, go ahead with the future
them
thing.
folks playing with us.
man, hey, man. AI, man, that's AI Jamie.
Okay, so Future, he it was
Oh,
an
he
overt.
just hurt, man. He hurt, man.
Hey,
Russell, no matter how much he try to tarnish Russell, make him look a certain way in the public for the most part side with Russell. And
hey,
Future don't like that, and you never know what's going on with
that's what I
his
was about
son,
to say. That's what I was
or
about
when
to
he
say.
come home and tell him. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? Dad, Russell said you were a whack rapper. So that nigga was like, nigga, fuck Russell. We don't know.
But you
Right.
know what? It's very interesting that you said he could be hurt because I find it funny that people who step outside of their relationship, cheat on their partner, and embarrass their partner in the public and lose their partner, end up being hurt after the dismantling of the relationship and they move on. Fuck you hurt for?
That's how shit go. You already know that's how shit go. But yeah, hey, that's what I was about to say. Praying you never know what's going on behind closed doors too. You know what I'm saying? That's a little, that's a little crazy situation that been going on for a while. So you never know what the
Future
fuck.
constantly talking about that. He
You know
don't
what
look
I'm
no
saying?
better than Ja Rule out here to me. Let it go.
Oh, yeah, I agree with that, but you know what I'm saying? You never you never know what's going on behind closed doors. So
Nah, that nigga ain't looking like Ja Rule. I ain't gonna go that
Yes,
far.
he is. How
hey,
many
what
want to
y'all
die with me? Both of them just dying together.
hey
Uh,
what y'all think about this YMW Melly shit, this case as far as
It's weird to me, man.
but listen, now these motherfuckers are they taking bets on betting
Yeah,
sites on the verdict. So that
I seen that.
you know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? It's almost to the point now where it's like these cases, because probably the Young Thug case gonna be next where they're gonna be taking bets on. So it's
I
like
don't
all
even
these
follow
cases.
this case. I don't know
Me
what
either.
happened. I don't know who got killed.
I
I don't
mean,
know the circumstances.
I
None of
followed a
that
little.
shit.
I
I
followed a
don't
little
even
bit.
know who the man is.
Hey, I
Me
followed.
neither.
I
I
followed
never
a
heard
little
his
bit,
music.
but like I say, my whole point is though we getting to the point where this shit with these, like I say, man, we everybody entertainment. So it's not we got these cases. This a murder case, you know what I'm saying, involving rappers and shit like that, and motherfuckers taking bets on the shit on is he gonna be guilty or not guilty, man. Hey man, that shit crazy, man.
Mm-mm.
That shit crazy.
I mean, the system is rigged anyway, so I mean, I'm not surprised.
Motherfuckers
Can't beat the
fake.
establishment.
Yeah, can't beat the establishment. Vegas about to make money off a fucking murder case, the dead rapper murder case. Shit crazy.
Yes, indeed. Y'all heard about the girl Justina Valentine, the white chick that's from Wild 'N Out. She's saying that because she feel as though she isn't really making or hadn't made it in rap because she's a white girl, and she said that if she was a man, she probably would have a better career. As if there's no place for white women in hip hop.
Yeah, she just crying.
Yeah, it
She
been a few
whack. She
white.
always whack to me. I ain't like her.
I ain't
She
never
just
heard.
look too tough for me. When I watch Wild now, I ain't really like her shit like that.
I ain't never heard it. I ain't never heard it. But there's other white female rappers in the game. So you got the Snow the Product chick, and you know what I'm saying. There's been some other ones throughout the years. So I don't think that's the case. You know what
I
I'm
think
saying?
white men are accepted more than white women, though.
Probably so. Probably so.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? But that's the
yeah.
case. Probably that's the case of black and white. You know what I'm saying? But now more so, the black women are getting more accepted now. They actually taking the fucking, you know what I'm saying, taking the crown right now. So you know what I mean?
Yeah, and I just think that I'm gonna tell you the truth. I think that it's a little bit different when you have the black men and you have the white men or whatever, and how they assimilate with each other. They partner with each other, they work together, and things like that. I think it's a little bit different when it be the white women jumping into hip hop, because a lot of them, you have the white boys, most of the mainstream white boys ain't out here trying to act black. You get what I'm saying? They have their little thing, they swagger or whatever the case may be, but they ain't out here trying to act black. Where else you have the white girls, they go and try to get the black girl aesthetic, try to act like black girls and all of that or whatever the case may be. So they almost end up looking like characters or something. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so it doesn't make sense. It started looking like real culture appropriation, culture vultures for real, like dead smack in the open. It ain't even nothing to think about. So I think if you have female rappers that are coming the game and do they thing kind of like a Eminem or a Post Malone or, you know, like even Lil White or Bubba Sparks or somebody, you know, if you come in just being yourself, that's cool. You had white girls like Azalea, Iggy Azalea. She ended up blowing up or whatnot. I actually liked Iggy Azalea, even though she had the black girl aesthetic or whatever. She still gave white girls. She wasn't trying to act like hood or nothing like that to me. Like she came up how we came up. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can't even remember none of her songs though. I don't remember. I can't even tell you nothing that I couldn't even tell you what none of her songs and no shit like that.
I think she had one song, that song with Fancy.
Oh, okay. But
Yeah.
that was the one that signed to T.I., right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I like the and she, you know, she got the baby with, and then she going through the black girl struggle. She with Playboy Cardi, and he take her through straight hell. So you know, she in there with us.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? She is not living in a lap of luxury. She going through nigga shit. You hear me? But anyway, another woman that has been in the news that's trending all the time for her sexuality.
Oh shit.
Sukihana. So Sukihana.
Super sucker.
Clip from her OnlyFans resurfaced and went viral of her playing with the rose toy and squirting. And that piss was cloudy. You know, that squirt, it needed to, you know, be drug tested or whatever. It was giving cloudy piss, like Big Boy had said in scoliosis. You try to go get the job at the post office and they tell you got cloudy piss. So she had this cloudy squirt and it looked like piss, and then she said she liked peeing on herself on the Armand wig and show and all of that. What y'all think about this stuff with Sukihana? Because I don't mind women being sexual or sexually liberated, and you got, as soon as a black woman does something, they be like, well, what about the kids? But you know, you got porn stars, they got kids. You got strippers, they got kids. But as soon as the black woman does something, it's like, what about the kids or whatever? And you a mother, like all these other women are not mothers. But I think with Sukihana, at some point, because she really don't stand in her shit for real, at some point she needs to draw the line and chill out.
I feel you. But hey, it's like Preem always say, don't nothing fucking surprise me these days. But on the real though, man, that shit ain't really nothing new. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers been doing that shit forever. So just cause it's her, just cause you seeing it, just cause motherfuckers putting all their shit out there, I mean, motherfuckers been doing that shit forever. So I don't see why motherfuckers so outraged. Oh my God, like motherfuckers do that shit and worse. You feel what I'm saying? So hey, man, you know what I mean?
And you know what? I think, you know what? Sukihana got a pretty pussy, so I really don't mind her putting it on the internet. You know, you could show us. You know, we're not saying don't show us. You know, we want to see. But what I'm saying is, don't be disgusting with it. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't mind if it was clear. I would have been like, oh yeah, I would have pulled my rose out and got down with her. You know what I'm saying? But my thing is, bitch, now I'm sitting up here, I'm gonna turn on, you done spread this pretty pussy and you done peed all over yourself. Come on, Suki. Like, it's shit disgusting. We don't want to see that.
But I was about to say, you know, motherfuckers do things for shock value, but she not the one to put it out there. Somebody else put it out there, right? Or it just got
no, it was up from her OnlyFans.
Yeah, so but I'm saying she ain't put it out there.
It just got leaked.
Right.
Yeah. But it was still pee in what she did. It's just like she took a video, she was sucking toes, and it wasn't no good looking toes. You know, like, I'm not gonna shame anybody for doing their thing. It's, if you squirting or whatever, that's nothing. You get what I'm saying? That's normal. But it ain't normal for it to be looking like swamp water either, though. You get what I'm saying? So it just have some decorum or make it look good. You get what I'm saying? If you're gonna be nasty, it's a way to be nasty and make that shit look good. She be making it be cringy, and it's because she is sexy, she pretty, that little pretty pussy is pretty. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you still want to see it and watch it, but then you be like, you just turn me off with that shit. It's cringy. I don't know. It's like, girl, I want her to.
That's the word for it.
I want her to refine her power. Like, do your shit, but don't make it like outrageous. Like, we ain't into this. She need another audience, like some white
Did
folks.
you hit her with a mathematic? Did you hit her with a mathematic?
Yeah, she need to refine her power. You know what I'm saying? She know what I'm talking about, because Sukihana, even on the Armand Wiggins show, Sukihana had said, you know, she used to be one of those chicks that used to wear her head wraps and sell waist beads and shea butter, whatever the case may be. She, you know, she not no bad person, and it's nothing wrong with her. I don't have no problem with the girl doing what she do or whatever, because that's.
Hey, shout out Sukihana, man. You need to come on the podcast when you get that interview.
Yeah, she just go too far. You know, she just kick it up a notch that we don't be needing it to get kicked up. But just do some still pictures and post it, you know, so we can see and let us zoom in. Goddamn. Anyway, so some other ridiculous mess that transpired. Tony Ayo was on Drink Champs, and Tony Ayo said that Biggie is a better storyteller than Ice Cube.
Nah, the nigga went further than that.
He was going.
He said he's better. Period.
Like overall.
Yeah, he said he's better than Ice Cube.
Yeah. But the main initial argument was about the storytelling part. But yeah, he did say he was better. Just better. Period. You know what I'm saying? Man, you know, I defend Biggie from time to time. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say Cube and Biggie is both in my personal top 10. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, that's just ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Even I sit here and say that's just ridiculous. Like Cube is better.
See, I'm gonna call cap on you, Heezy. If both of them in your top 10, then what he said can't be ridiculous.
I mean, Cube because Cube
ridiculous.
Cube
top 10. That's not a big separation.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you why. I think Biggie only got Cube in 2 categories. That's it. You know what I'm saying? That's his flow. I think Biggie got a better flow, a smoother flow. You know what I'm saying? How he put his words together and shit like that, and just the metaphors and shit. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, the storytelling, the social commentary, the lyrics, all that shit.
That nigga say
all that shit go to Cube.
And then Cube say, "Take me to your house, pal." Got to his house. My pockets got fat, you see. Something about the safe in the Uzi. Damn. I didn't know I struck out. I got to get the fuck out. Pack my bags and try to hit the door. And the police tried to turn.
And Biggie does not have today was a good day. He does not have.
Nah, he don't. But
and that was one of the best stories that be told.
Stepped off the plane.
A nigga though.
Whole gang banger, professional crack slangers. We rented a car at wholesale. Some ghetto and checked in the hotel. Then I grabbed my 380. Because where I'm at, niggas look shady, but they can't phase South Central, a place where busting a cap is fundamental. Man, he's talking about flow.
He was one of the original. No, but Cube got a little choppy flow. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give it to Biggie all day on the flow.
No,
you know
I think Cube wins on flow because Cube switches up his flow.
If you match them up on all MCN categories, Cube is either better or it's a tie.
Nah, like I said, I'll give it to Biggie on the flow. But you know what I'm saying? Like Biggie is a good. He was a good storyteller. He did have some good storytelling tracks.
Whose stories was he telling? Another niggas. So.
I mean, Cube was definitely telling another nigga story, and that's the other part people forget. Like Cube had a period of time where he fell off, and motherfuckers weren't fucking with Cube. Motherfuckers was talking about he was a studio gangster. You know what I'm saying? Then he started doing the movies and all. Motherfuckers weren't fucking with Cube after that War and Peace and all that shit. So motherfuckers forget about that
they may
too.
not. They like Cardi
You know what
B
I'm saying?
said. You say you don't. How you say you don't fuck with me? Who said that you can, ho? You know what I'm saying?
She said you don't fuck with me. I said you can't fuck with me.
Yeah. Like the I'm everywhere. You hear me? Anyway, but look.
Oh, that's Glorilla. My bad.
Yeah, that's Glorilla. Glorilla said that part
Like the
part
I'm everywhere.
Big Glow.
You know all them. You know
Ice
all them
Cube been
songs.
cutting up on Twitter. The people say Ice Cube is a sellout, and Ice Cube been letting these people have it on Twitter. Why these people were saying Ice Cube was a sellout?
Yeah, no, those are liberal Democrat people who don't like when other black people, specifically celebrities, talk to the so-called white conservative or the white Republicans and have dialogue. They call you a sellout, which is some stupid shit. When they do it to me, I ain't gonna go there, but yeah, hey man, they been hating on Cube ever since he was like fuck Biden.
Yeah, ever since he wanted that meeting, you know what I'm saying? Ever since that meeting shit right before the election and shit. So yeah, like you said, they've been hating on Cube ever since then, but he been going in on Twitter hard. He been going in on Twitter hard, man.
Yeah, this is the first time he really done spoke back on it.
Yeah, and he been doing the interviews.
Tickling me too.
He been doing the interviews. You know, he did that Breakfast Club interview. You know, talking about the gatekeepers and shit like that. You know, with the big three and how he was trying to, you know what I mean, get everything, you know, official and shit like that with the big three. You know what I mean? And now
he said the NBA has been secretly hating on him in the background, and he ain't even in competition with the NBA. Yeah,
so now they starting to cancel the shows. He had a show up here next month. They just canceled the show up here next month yesterday. So we gonna see if this shit play out some other kind of way, because they always gonna, you know, motherfuckers start speaking out. You know what I'm
saying? They came after Kanye.
Mm-hmm.
You know, now they on Cube bad. When you break from the script, they gotta spank you a little bit.
Yeah,
but
we
that's
got
the price
someone in
you
the
pay.
comments. Paris James said, "What up, fam? I found y'all last week. Salute, good content. Thank you so much
peace.
for watching us and subscribing."
What up, Paris James? Where you from, Paris?
Let us know where you from.
Said it in the name, Paris. Duh.
Hey, you gonna have that motherfucker unsubscribe and saying,
"Nah, I'm just saying."
Hey, look at these dumb motherfuckers.
They don't say Paris; they say parish.
Right.
Oh yeah, niggas that don't understand politics. True.
Yeah.
Hey, and Cube, like I said, not only he been speaking about all that other shit. I guess they asked him was he gonna do another West Side Connection, because I guess for some reason people been with Mac 10, and he done came out and spoke out a little bit. So he said hell no, because I guess him and Mac 10 still got a little beef. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you know what I mean, ain't gonna be no another West Side Connection. Never.
What they have an issue for?
Ice Cube wife's brother and Mac 10 had got into it at some point. So basically, Cube brother-in-law and Mac 10 had some kind of issue. You know what I'm saying? I think they got into a physical scrap at one point.
Who won?
I don't know.
I
don't know about that. But yeah, so we ain't getting another West Side Connection down. Y'all can forget about that.
I'm not interested anyway.
That's what I was gonna say. I don't really know who would want it at this point, but
I mean, that first West Side Connection now was hard to motherfucker.
The first one and second one was pretty cool. But they came out with a third one that ain't nobody pay no attention to.
So, well, I guess they prove your point. I ain't know about no second one.
Yes, indeed. Well, we're gonna go ahead and y'all ready to go into recess, or y'all got something else y'all want to talk about, a trending topic before we get into the recess topic?
Oh man, we can.
Oh, you know what? I do got one more trending topic. You seen your boy Pete Rock? You know he always crying on Instagram and Twitter and shit. But this time he had a valid point. He said Heavy D don't get his motherfucking just due. He don't get his flowers as being one of them ones in the game. I agree 100%. You know what I'm saying? I think Heavy D. I think he was one of them first ones to kind of bridge the gap between the older generation, because you know our parents and shit like that weren't listening to no rap, but they'll fuck with some Heavy D. You know what I'm saying? I think he was the one that started bridging the gap between the older and younger generation.
He was Ja Rule before Ja Rule.
Shit like that. He brought out Puff, you know what I'm saying? He brought Puffy out, and you know, Biggie kind of came through that whole little tree. So I definitely agree with Pete Rock this time. You know what I'm saying? Heavy
I've
D.
always spoke with Heavy D too,
Me
man.
too.
Shout out to Heavy D, man.
Yeah, R.I.P. Heavy D, man.
Heavy D and the boys.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Yeah, I used
Money
to. I
and
really
Man
did. I
Burn.
really did like Heavy D, and he don't get the props that he deserves.
Right.
Heavy D, that big man could move.
And he was the dancing motherfucker.
Yeah, like they don't speak on that. He could really move.
He was dancing like a motherfucker.
Crazy Black said, "Look at the Asian looking all cute." Well, thank you. You know,
Unspoken truth. Unspoken
Boy.
truth TV.
Thank you.
Shout out Crazy Black and
So before we
married
get
to
into recess, we're gonna bring back up the hip hop trivia question. Y'all try to answer this question. Let me pull up this week's hip hop trivia question is Ice-T recently revealed his favorite MC of all time. Who is that MC? Y'all try to answer that. And with that being said, let's go ahead and go to recess, guys. And for y'all that's new, recess is when we talk about something that's trending that is outside of hip hop. And we talk about it very briefly. Let's go. Child and people with child labor laws down there at Sheen. They got look, they messing up the child labor laws. They using child labor to make these clothes at Sheen to sell them for a very, very low price, allegedly.
That's how they do it.
And now they done got hit with a RICO case for not paying creators and stealing art and stealing designs from creators. So they done got hit with a RICO case for copyright and trademark infringement. I'ma still shop with them though. You know, they might have a RICO, they might do a little RICO blowout sale or something like that or whatever. They finna work them damn kids to death now. They got this RICO charge or whatever. They finna do them blowout sales. Them kids gonna be in there sweating bullets.
Hey, they probably sell this out of court. They probably sell out of court, man. I don't even know what the fuck them seeing. What are they? A redistribution company?
I don't know. It's giving AliExpress. I don't know.
Yeah, that's the same like that.
It's like I don't know what it is. I guess it's the Internet Ross or TJ Maxx or Marshalls, but because they don't have to deal with, you know what? They do have a brick and mortar now.
So it's kind of like Fashion Nova.
Yeah, it's just a place where you could get really, really cheap clothes, but theirs are like dirt cheap.
Right, that's what I was hearing. But you know, that shit always going. Even Walmart had cases like this, where you know what I'm saying they were supposedly using child labor and shit like that, man. So
they got money set to the side for this type shit.
Yeah. This shit gonna go on, and you know what I'm saying they gonna sweep it under the rug, and you know what I mean it's gonna go on as business as usual, and you know what I'm saying. But the thing about it is, that might start to hike up the prices a little bit. You feel me? Because now they're gonna say, well, we not. You know what I mean? We had to shift our you know what I'm saying, the way we was making our products and where we was getting our products from. So now, you know what I mean, we got to pass that cost on to the customers type shit. It could be some over for the under type shit. Where shit, now we about to get a few more dollars off of everything we selling.
Well, that's okay. Stuff don't be number about $2-3.
That's what I'm saying.
Increase maybe $5, But they do have stuff, that could run you a couple dollars or whatnot. But I like them. The only thing I don't like about them is they shoe sizes. That's one thing. They be having some real cute shoes, and I got wide feet, and I be needing to get I wear a 10, and a lot of their shoes be like a 9 or something like that, and it's not giving what it was supposed to give, and that be pissing me off. But I got a cute bathing suit from them and some shirts.
I ain't never. I thought it was just. Is it just for women or is it men? Is it men's clothes too?
Nah, it's men's stuff too.
Okay, I ain't never.
I think it is. I'm not exactly sure. I think they probably have incorporated men. I think it is. I'm not exactly sure, but there. But I shopped from them when it was like earlier on when we was kind of trying to figure out if this too good to be true. You get what I'm saying? Because the prices were so cheap. Like the same way people are thinking about Temu or Timo shopping like a billionaire. You know, so I don't know. Either way, I'm gonna stick beside them. So so with that being said, you know, let's get back to class. You know, class is back in session. So we're gonna go ahead and talk about our main topic tonight. Our main topic is talking about whether or not snitching is the new clout chase. You got a lot of rappers, a lot of people that, you know, that done got passes, they've been snitching, and you know, they find some type of way to finesse their way back in and make bigger moves. So you have people like DJ Vlad, you got Wack 100, Heezy, like to call them the podcast detectives. You know, you have people like that that'll come out and, you know, blast people for snitching or put the people who have snitched on their platforms and things. So
paperwork.
it seems as though the snitches are getting upheld in our society these days. And could that possibly be the new clout chase or the new claim to fame for being a rat?
I mean, you know, the old saying is all publicity. I mean, any publicity is good publicity. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So I think they starting to turn that shit into, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you know what I mean? Especially the motherfuckers that's supposedly exposing all these snitches. You know what I'm saying? Like my man 1090 Jake, he's supposed to be the paperwork king. So, you know what I'm saying? Every time he come out with something, everybody on it. You know what I'm saying? And motherfuckers automatically think there's some real shit. So they going and like Finesse 2 times had to come out. His mama came out and was speaking about it. You know what I'm saying? He even brought Finesse 2 times mama out to speak about it. You feel what I'm saying? Because at the same time, too, if you get accused of some shit like that, you got to clear it up. You know what I'm saying? You got to clear it up. You know what I'm saying? In certain situations, with somebody like Finesse 2 times, somebody like 03 Greedo, because when you think about it, that's why Nipsey got killed. You feel what I'm saying? Because the whole snitch allegation, you know what I'm saying? My man that killed him, he accused him of being a snitch. So you got to clear that shit up for some of these niggas. You know what I'm saying? And another little point, too, shit, I heard motherfuckers might even be putting paperwork out on themselves, putting that shit out on themselves just to get, you know what I'm saying, their name out there, you know what I'm saying, and getting the limelight and shit like that. So, man, this shit tricky. So you never know what's up these days with this shit.
Man, this shit is so. When we first came up with this topic, I didn't know how I was gonna come with this shit. Right, the merging of hip hop and street criminality shit is fucking just the shit is stupid, like beyond stupid at this point. Like, why does it even fucking matter? Why is that part of the hip hop threshold you gotta overcome? Like, you're not a rat, you're not a snitch, you are a rat, you are like, what the fuck does this shit matter at this point, man? It's a dangerous game. You know what I'm saying? We've actually had, like you say, Nip being murdered over this shit, man. Leave that shit out of hip hop, man. Go back.
I think it's kind of hard to do when a lot of the rappers come from the street. So they bring that in.
I get it, man. But god damn, man, the shit is just, oh
yeah, I would love for it to just be about the music, but unfortunately, being that the people that's in the streets, from the streets, they use hip hop a lot of times to, you know, clean up
like the street shit gotta die.
Overall, not only the snitch shit, but just overall.
The street shit gotta die, man. We ran it dry. We done the well is empty. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We see where we done made it as a people, where it's got us. Man, this shit is fucking
to the point. Yeah, you're right. To the point where it's just we just look stupid as fuck. we
look stupid as fuck. Don't know other motherfuckers talk about this shit but us all day long.
And that's why you can get motherfuckers like a 1090 Jake that can come on and like, I'm gonna sell this shit to these stupid motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? I'm bring out this paperwork and watch all these views I'm about to get and watch how these motherfuckers get the beef and they're arguing over this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
So
you'll
it's
be
always a
surprised
culture.
at how many non-black people run so-called black YouTube channels.
Man, that's all they do is talk
I
about
mean,
snitches and shit like that.
that's the
Well,
commonplace.
like I'm talking about, like you got this one motherfucker. He got this shit called Swamp Stories. White boy,
You talking
and
about the one?
he goes in depth about real gang shootings and murders, and he repackaging Black Death to black people. Because we are so tied into criminality now, it's embedded into our culture, into our everyday fucking lives, man.
Yeah, we even got you. It's a
I
show,
think I took so long to grow up out this shit.
but then too, you got to think about you might think that it took so long for you to grow up out of it, but then hip hop is very young. So
Yeah, but I get it. And we just gotta stop with the excuses at this point. We just gotta say, fuck this shit. It's just shit's dumb, man.
Well, you got to remember too. You know, at the beginning, you know, like I said, the whole no snitcher thing always been a thing in hip hop. You know what I'm saying? So
I stopped calling myself a gangster when I was 42.
oh yeah, you took you too old long to
You see what I'm saying? I'm 47.
Yeah.
I stopped calling myself a gangster 5 years ago.
So
I
But
stopped.
but you
y'all know what the plot
remember
twist
how
though? The plot twist is that with all of this acceptance of this snitching and you know people are able to propel their careers with this paperwork talk and all of that, actually it does dismantle the street codes and that criminality that's part of hip hop, because after a while it's like if you know snitching and telling and all that becomes acceptable or whatnot, I think people will get to a point where they start calming down or they relax a little more. The people who really out there that's doing something probably won't put so much into their music and things like that because they knowing that, hey, it you know, it snitches ain't getting stitches no more. So I might mess around and go to jail. So let me
Let me
relax.
hit y'all with this local story. Legendary Fort Worth rapper Twisted Black catches a federal drug case 17, 18 years ago. Gets sentenced to 30 years in the feds for selling crack to black people. He recently got out day before yesterday, right? And on one side, I'm like, okay, I'm happy a brother coming home. You know, I don't want to see nobody do no life sentence for drugs. But the way that the community is celebrating as if a war hero, some type of person that built the black community had some injustice and was incarcerated, some
Like
shit.
it was Matulu Shakur coming home.
right?
Man, the man got out of prison. The Fort Worth facility was supposed to go straight to the halfway house, stopped at the party, the welcome home party at a detail shop. Then went to the halfway house.
I seen it.
Which is okay. I mean, I get it. People love Twisted Black, man, but the shit that our community celebrate, man.
Yeah.
Like, you know, what the fuck? What's the celebration about?
Yeah, to make it seem like he is. That's the thing that I didn't get is with certain people is how are they somebody for they was the okay. For instance, there was this post that was posted, and it was four different pictures, right? And they said you're not from Memphis if you don't know who these people are. All of these are street cats, and it's like you gotta know these people. Like they somebody, they supposed to be celebrities. Like they are considered legends.
Like,
now I knew some of them people, you know what I'm saying, in there. And it was I knew Ronnie Woods, I knew G Train, right? They said it was somebody named Fish and somebody, some Greg Pettit, some other people. I don't know them, right? But when you sit and think about it, like you were saying, Supreme, it's kind of like, okay, these people who were in gangs
Yeah, it
or
was
they
fucking shit up.
sold dope.
Yeah, it was fucking
So
shit up.
why are they considered
Hood heroes.
Like those four
legends?
pictures should have been those four pictures of if you ain't from Memphis, you don't know these people should have been a fucking chemical engineer, some this, or some black
Teacher.
this,
Yeah.
a teacher. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, the shit just corny as fuck at this
Something
point,
to
man.
be actually proud of, you know.
It's not, man. We proud of the bullshit, man. But hey, man, you get rewarded for being a real nigga.
Yeah, because that's what
Twisted Black was a real nigga. He ain't telling nobody.
right. That was the point I was about to make. Because back then, you know what I'm saying, you was a real nigga. You got praised for not snitching. You know what I'm saying? Like Mac Dre, Twisted Black, Bobby Smurder. You know what I'm saying? All these niggas who got locked up and did their time, they ain't say nothing. You know what I'm saying? They was praised for not, for, you know what I'm saying, sitting down and not saying nothing and shit. Got out, you know what I'm saying, and got their shit. But nowadays, shit, it really don't fucking matter. And like Joe said, like Joe Travis said right here, I was about to make this point too. He said the average fan don't care about snitching unless they're getting snitched on. Plus, they're not in a position to be snitched on. The fans don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? The fans will talk shit all day and hype the whole narrative, the situation.
And fans come and go.
Yep, and fans come and go.
There's a billion people grown. There's 8 billion people on the planet, man.
And hey, like you always say, time heals all wounds. So
Gunna is the number one hip hop selling album was number 2 behind I Wanna Rock, nigga. And but yeah. He
but too, Supreme, we got to keep in mind of this because we talked about this. I think it was last week or the week before. It depends on the artist too. Like how you even made a point where you was like Gunna was never really looked at to be gangster anyway. So
right.
You could kind of get a pass with it, but you got where else you got somewhere about it like finesse 2 times, and you got paperwork.
But that's 2 times. That story down there old down. Nobody care about that shit no more. They're quick.
But that was one story. That was one story about when him being really young. But there's been other information that been put out there that he got some paperwork.
Look at Tekashi 6ix9ine. He perpetrated to be a gangster. That man is all over the world raking in millions. Because there's billions of people on the planet.
Hey, and check this out. Have y'all ever heard of 03 Greedo before like this week? Or
I've never heard that name before.
I have. He can watch, right?
Yeah, Grape Street. But have you ever heard his music though, Prem? Have you ever really fuck with him?
No.
Like that? I fuck with him. You know what I'm saying? He been like one of my favorite rappers for probably like the last 3-4 years.
Okay, so I got to get into him then.
You might not really fuck with that because he be on some, you know, be on some auto tune shit. You know what I'm saying? I know you don't really fuck with that shit like that, but he got some shit you fuck with.
I'm
gonna sing some shit though. But
send me something.
So, but see, but that's my point though. Nah, he had this snitching allegation which came from 1090J. Now we talking about all these other blog sites and shit talking about it. Now he got his name out there. You feel what I'm saying? More than it was. You feel what I'm saying? So now he got clout off this whole situation. Just yesterday, he did a whole interview with Adam 22, breaking down.
So people like me who ain't never heard this shit, you finna send it to me. I'm finna hit his streams up. So there's a million motherfuckers on the planet just like me that go stream who the fuck is 03 Greedo.
Exactly.
Marketing genius.
Exactly. You feel what I'm saying? That's what I was saying. Like motherfuckers might be even putting this shit
on what is real? What's real?
That's what I'm saying. You feel me? It's a clout chase, man. This whole snitch shit, a clout chase, man. Either you exposing shit or you the one supposed to getting exposed and you gonna clear it up to get your name out here.
Yeah, like when T.I. had said he had went to the grave and just came up with this story, and he had a seance at the grave and talk to ghosts to tell, and then he come out and say he ain't do it. He walking around with the paperwork, but that's another way to go viral.
Yeah, paperwork party and all this shit. He sold out his motherfucking club for the day. He had a line all the way down the street for motherfuckers trying to get into his paperwork party.
I think because of the way, I think we don't live in a world of enough intelligent people for people to be using this as the marketing tool. I think it's gonna work for some people and not for others. And
Yeah.
after a while, because at the end of the day, we want the street stuff to go away, but it's not gonna go away just because we said it, and it's not gonna go away overnight. At this particular point, you are still relinquishing your integrity. So I think they probably want to play it. They need to use their brain and market themselves differently instead of looking for just like one of these hot catchy moments or whatever. Because the Greedo dude, yeah, we probably gonna listen to him or whatever, but he don't even have a good name. So there's nothing about it that the Greedo don't even sound right. So we not going to play him like that. You know, he need to come up with another name anyway. You know, so I don't like that name, Greedo.
Hey, but
That's not cute.
hey, even Zero. Remember, you know what I'm saying? That nigga went on the news and everybody was like, even we had the show. Zero snitch. You feel what I'm
Well,
saying?
he
But,
didn't have no strategy. He just simply had his ass whooped,
hey,
and
yeah.
he was trying to get some help.
His fans stayed with him. He back making music with fucking. He got a hit with Shaq.
A hit now. With
With
Shaq.
Shaq, you talking
With
about Shaquille O'Neal,
Yeah.
the Diesel?
But Sheriff Shaq, let's not forget. Let's
So
not
Shaq
forget.
the
He was
police?
tied in with the police. Yeah, he was the
Oh,
police.
he be on the general. You know, I'm saying he the general. I mean, that's bigger than the
He's
police.
he's an official sheriff.
Yeah. Well, he
I
was
would
at one
like for
point.
Shaq
Yeah.
to pull me over. Officer, Mrs. Officer. Pull over
Yeah.
that. Like, pull me over, child.
Yeah, so you see what I'm saying? So Zero done parlay even his whole little situation to, you know what I mean, some more shit. He ain't lose nothing for sure.
Yeah. Shaq pulled me over. I'm going straight to jail. Cause I'm be like, can you take this picture with me? The stupid shit. Ma'am. You're resisting arrest. I guess, child. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into this school post like we do each and every week. We talk about a post that was posted in our prestigious academy or institution or asylum now. We done turned it into the hip hop school past and present asylum. Because the motherfuckers in there is really crazy. But yeah, the crazy motherfuckers on the podcast. But this week in the hip hop school past and present asylum, Supreme Ra, our principal, posted Griselda has been exposed. Y'all notice they get body on all features. J. Cole did Benny Bad, Freddie Gibbs did Benny Bad, Sauce Walker did West Side Gun Bad, and Conway Bad. You can only go so far with gun and drug bars. What do you think, Easy? Because y'all listen to them like that. I really don't.
As far as them getting bodied on the features, they did. You know what I'm saying? They
Simply
did.
put, huh?
Hey, J. Cole, Merk, Benny the Butcher. That was one of the songs of the year last year. The new one with Sauce Walker and Conway, you know what I'm saying? And all the other ones he put up there. So as far as you can only go so far with the gun and drug bars. Yeah. You know, they got a ceiling. You know what I'm saying? Griselda got a ceiling. They only gonna go so far, they only gonna be so big.
Remember Mobb Deep peaked.
Yeah, same thing with Mobb Deep. You know what I'm saying? They subject matter ain't like you said, it's drug and gun bars. Motherfuckers love that shit. You know what I'm saying? Some motherfuckers love that shit. They gonna have their cult following. They all got their own personal little style and they got their own personal following. So I think they still gonna do good. They still gonna do their thing, but they gonna have their own audience and they ain't gonna really. I think all of them really peaked at this point. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they go, go too much.
Who y'all favorite out of Griselda?
Me personally, Conway for sure.
Benny for sure.
Yeah,
I don't really listen to them as much to even pick a favorite.
West Side Gun, I really can do it. That nigga can retire. I think he said he was retired.
Yeah, I don't listen to them as much, but what I have heard from them, I like Benny the Butcher the most out of Griselda. But the thing is with them is I do think that you know what? It's some people that could have bars like that and they could get away with it, i.e. Pusha T.
Right. Yeah.
He been doing it for a minute and he been consistently growing.
Yeah.
Griselda, I think it's because they got that they sound is like they came out like real rugged and it was real just in your face to where it's kind of like a scar lip. You get what I'm saying? Where it's you just coming in, you stomping and you going hard. And after a while, once you start, you coming in, you hungry and you got that aggression and all of that. And after a while, once you start eating good or whatever the case may be, it's gonna start to fizzle out because it's not even gonna be realistic or make sense anymore because you don't even have you're not even living that experience or anything for real. So you have to be able to use your skill set in order to paint this picture to make what you're saying make sense after a while. I think Pusha T does a really good job with it. So where he's been able to escape because he got a skill set where he could use it, but he used it in a way where it's still, song worthy. It's still, it's like, okay, I could get into that. I could replay this. Like a Jeezy with the trap music. You get what I'm saying? It be messages, it be other stuff in there. You get what I'm saying?
I think that's why I like Conway over Benny too, because I think Conway got a little more range in his subject matter and shit like that. His songs, he got a few more like soulful songs and shit like that. So I think that's why I like Conway over Benny too. What you got, Prain? Since it was your post,
I already said it.
You said what he had to say.
Oh yeah, you said. Oh yeah. That's right.
So y'all, let's go ahead and answer this trivia question. So this week's trivia question is: Ice-T recently revealed his favorite MC of all time. Who is that MC? I have no clue, and I don't know which one of y'all came up with this question. I hope whoever did has the answer. I would try to guess.
You got to get.
Who came up with the question?
Supreme.
Okay. Heezy, you try to guess.
It gotta be for somebody from the East Coast.
I think they from the South.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna say Karis one.
I'm gonna say Pimp C. Just because of Ice-T persona, I'm gonna say it's Pimp C.
Nope. I'll give y'all a hint. They're no longer here with us.
Oh, so Pop.
That ain't no good hint. It's a lot of dead people.
Pop.
Nope.
This is not no good hint.
You said no longer.
Give us another hint.
We said their name tonight. We said something very close to their name.
We said something very close to their name. Did
Something
we say their name?
Something associated with this person. Real close.
Can you give another hint?
Nope. I'm about to tell y'all the answers, man. Y'all too slow tonight.
What it start with? Let's say the letter.
The MC is Prodigy from Mobb Deep.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah. He said on his last interview with Nori now.
He ain't worth a damn. We definitely would have lost. Are you smarter than a fifth grader with English? Like that hint one. Like you try to phone a friend. Hell
We
no.
said Mobb Deep. I said Mobb Deep tonight. I said he's no longer here.
You should have said he's in the group.
Yeah, or something.
Man, if y'all not smart, just say that.
Well,
hey, I thought
it's a bag of rocks.
I knew it was somebody from the East Coast though. That's what I did. I knew that.
I
thought it would be somebody from the South. I thought it would be like a pimp type nigga or something, but that's neither here nor there. With that being said, man, make sure y'all like the video, share the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel. We want to thank y'all so much for tuning in. We're going to be here rocking with y'all every Friday at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. We got some really, really good stuff coming up. We got a hip hop school, past and present. is presenting sports coming up. We're gonna have a sports segment that is gonna be really dope.
Stay tuned.
It's going down, so y'all better have y'all team. Y'all better have y'all teams in check because we ain't doing no bandwagoners. Like none of that shit. Don't be on here like 1 minute your team, especially them Cowboys fans. We don't want to hear it. Y'all are not invited.
Them Lions coming through this year, boy.
Boy, whatever. Look, we ain't with none of that bandwagon, none of that. If your team, you know,
this the year.
in the middle of the season, we not on that bandwagon stuff.
Ain't happening.
You know, like every time you got a hot team, people be trying to act like they, like all of a sudden, motherfucker with Nuggets fans.
I heard that in Detroit. They in Detroit talking big shit right now.
They acting stupid.
Man, them Lions ain't look. Them Lions.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Let's go. Let's go.
When the man was see, that's a bandwagon right there.
No, I'm saying.
I don't fuck with the line. I'm just talking shit, fucking with Heezy. You know, my team, the Eagles, man, win, lose, or draw. But I don't hate the Lions though.
Hey, I love it.
But look, you see how Heezy kind of like tried the bandwagon with the Lions. No,
I ain't trying to bandwagon.
He don't fuck with the Lions.
What I'm saying is, I want them to win all these games. So when it comes down to the get all your hope up and all that shit. Because I already know it's gonna come crashing down when it really counts. You feel what I'm saying? So,
well, y'all know I'm a cheesehead, so
you might well go and find you a new team.
Yeah, it's a wrap for you.
We gonna see what Love gonna do.
See
what Love gonna do.
You gonna have a hard year. You can be watching. You can be watching Aaron Rodgers on Hard Knocks this year.
Hey, listen, I'm gonna be watching. Hey, y'all know Lazard went over there with Rodgers.
See, we getting started already.
We can't do that right now. We can't do that.
Look, he gonna be like, they both go out on green.
Right.
I'm gonna still be on here with my Adams jersey on. For what you talking about? Paris said retired police officer in Memphis that was community leader got murdered. Damn, that's something we need to know about.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna look that up, Paris. Hey man, appreciate you, Paris. Shout out to Louisiana, my nigga.
Yeah, I think I did hear about that. I think he was involved in that Tyree Nichols case. So you know what I'm saying, something with that. Yeah, so we're gonna have to look into that for sure.
Oh man. Oh, but anyway. With that being said, make sure y'all like the video, share the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. We're about to tune out. Y'all have a good one.
The Hip Hop School, Past and Present Podcast.